Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is DDUBS Gaming. Today I'm going to talk about why I'm excited for E3 2017. E3 2017 hype is officially here. Today it is June 6, 2017, and in 4 days we're going to get our first conferences for E3, and I am hyped. I'm so excited. Every time I think about it, I think I skip a beat or two, so I need to stop doing that. But yeah, I'm going to tell you my general thoughts on E3 coming up and what I expect to see and what I'm excited about in general. The first conference that's going to come to us comes on Saturday. I'm not quite sure of the time. I don't have the schedule up right now, but it is EA. Electronic Arts is the first showcase for E3 2017, and EA I'm kind of lukewarm about, just because the only thing I would really look forward for EA would be something that comes with Bioware called Mass Effect, but they really dropped the ball on that, so there's not really much I'm looking forward to. I am going to try my best to watch the sports section this time, because me as a person, I'd rather go play sports than watch them. And I play video games to shoot stuff, and it's different for me. So EA, I'm going to give it a chance. I know there's going to be that slog of, gaming news when it comes to sports, but I'm going to try. The next conference to come up is Bethesda Game Studios. And Bethesda, I'm more than lukewarm about, but I have really enjoyed them from afar. What I mean by that is I think Fallout is amazing. I think Dishonored is really good. All their games are pretty top tier. Doom is great, but I've never really given all those time. I played the Doom beta and I had a great time, but I had other games that I was more interested in, so I never really picked it up and really took hold of it. Same thing with Dishonored. That came out when I was in college and I was playing other things. And then Fallout. Fallout was very difficult for me to even try to get into, because it was just so daunting how much they were bringing to the forefront with just hours and hours and hours of gameplay. I knew I would have just been swallowed up. So never got into it. So Bethesda, best of luck. I'll be watching you. The next conference is for Xbox, not Microsoft anymore. For some reason, it's just Xbox. I don't know why they're kind of disowning them, but whatever. So Xbox, the only thing I'm excited for, the absolute only thing I'm excited for them to come up with, unless they have a new IP I've never heard of, is Crackdown 3. And the reason being is because Crackdown 2 got me into Xbox 360, got me into wanting the next generation at that point to game more and better in general. So Crackdown 3 I'm looking forward to if they bring it. We'll see. It's been, a red herring for sure. Other than that, nothing has ever made me want to get an Xbox One except for Forza Horizon 3. And I get Dirt 4 in 3 days, so I could care less now. Dirt 4 is where it's at. So yeah, I'll be watching you, Xbox. Evidently, Devolver Digital has a conference this year, which I find interesting because it's not a major developer. They have a lot of smaller indie type games and a lot of color and small teams. So I'll be watching them. The only game that's really won me over from them was Broforce. I love Broforce. I played it a lot with my brother-in-law, actually. So, Broforce, yeah, it's great. Stupid pun. But I really like their games. I think they're colorful. I think they're awesome. And we will see. Best of luck, Devolver. The next conference is for the PC Gaming Show. In case you haven't been able to tell, I am primarily a console gamer. So everything with a controller and a trigger, I love. PC gaming, I've tried a couple times, but there's never been anything that has made me just gravitate towards it and loving it. I've tried, a couple times to change the controls and really make it the way I want to or what have you, but it's just not, I don't got any skin in the game. So I'll be watching. Hopefully there'll be some really cool ports from PC to the consoles or vice versa, and we'll find out. All right, now we're getting into excited DDUBS territory. Ubisoft, let's go. I cannot wait to play South Park, The Fractured Butthole. I'm so excited to play this game because I got the first one on a whim after they offered it for free through the PlayStation Network, or rather, The Fractured Butthole is free if you bought The Stick of Truth, and then you could play it. So I did that, and I had an amazing time with it. I was really shocked at how funny and just good it was in general. I was really taken off by that, so I'm really excited to see that. I heard the crew 2 is going to be there too, and I'm cautiously optimistic because I got the first crew and I played it for about 10 days or so, and I gave it up because it wasn't that great. So we'll see what happens there. And the same with The Division. Man, The Division was such a flop, and so is Assassin's Creed Unity. They've had a lot of flops, but I'm optimistic. They're going to show off the new Assassin's Creed, and I've been very hesitant for all the Assassin's Creed really since Revelations, I would say. So I got 3 and I played it through and I liked it. I got Unity and I didn't finish it because I didn't like it. So we'll see what they got. Far Cry 5 I'm excited to see as well. So we'll see, and I'm expecting maybe a new IP or something. They'll always bring a Just Dance, always. Just know that that's going to start the show no matter what. Something with Raging Rabbids as well, maybe both. So that's Ubisoft for me. All right. This is the Mac Daddy. This is, for me, the whole show. Sony is killing it. They have just been rocking these conferences and shaking the whole industry as a whole. I mean, last year they opened up with God of War, and I think they finished off with The Last of Us, or it was near the end. Maybe that other zombie game I can't think of was the end of it. Anyway, Sony is where it's at. I have a PS4 myself. I love all of the exclusives that Sony has to offer. That's why I got a PlayStation over Xbox One, to be quite honest. And they just bring so much to the table. They also have exclusive downloadable content and just exclusive content altogether for Destiny 2, which I've decided to purchase, despite me having very bad opinions of it to start off. I'm going to give it a chance, and we're going to see how that goes. So, Sony, I'm most excited for you. I'm going to be biting my nails at the edge of my seat the whole time. Let's bring it to us, man. Just bring it to us. All right, Nintendo. You got Pokemon and Mario Odyssey, but me personally, like I want to get a Switch. I do. I think it'd be cool to take it, here and there, wherever. But I don't travel much. I don't go very far. I've only beat a couple Zeldas, so it hasn't really grabbed me yet. I'm waiting for it to really grab me, but I think Odyssey would be a really cool jumping on point, and then maybe getting Zelda, and then they're gonna have the new Pokemon games, so that'd be really cool. Besides that, I don't really know how many cats in the bag that Nintendo has. I feel like they could be a sleeper. They could really surprise me, but that's to be seen. So yeah, I'll be watching Nintendo, but really, like I said, it's Sony, Ubisoft are the main ones I'm going to be really excited for. So that does it for the press conferences, but I thought I would highlight a couple things that I'm excited for. They've been kind of rumored here and there. I haven't looked very carefully at E3 coverage or stuff that's happening just because I want to be surprised. I want that holy crap moment to really happen. And one thing I have heard out of multiple sources, though, is that Bioware has a new IP that they were going to show off, and now they're not. They're going to push it back, but they are going to show it, maybe a trailer or something. So that one's really kind of mystified and, out there. But I'm still excited to really see what it is because, I love Mass Effect. I think that they do a great job with Knights of the Old Republic and, what's the other one? Dragon Age, Inquisition. They do very good with just all their IPs, to be honest. Like I said, except for some of the recent mishaps with Mass Effect Andromeda. However, I did find out that the reason that it was like it was upon release was that essentially their B team was working on Mass Effect Andromeda. They had done all the DLC for Mass Effect 2 and 3, and they decided to headline Mass Effect Andromeda. The A team was working on whatever this new IP is of this magical, amazing second coming of video games. So we'll see. Optimistic, more cautious than optimistic, but I'm curious. I'm very curious to see what they have up their sleeve and if they can atone for what they brought with Mass Effect Andromeda, because I am a huge fan of the franchise and I just feel so cheated. The next thing I'm excited about is Shadow of War. So I've already talked about this game once or twice on my channel, and I can't wait to play it because it's like an Assassin's Creed, Batman Arkham mashup awesomeness. But I don't really know much about the lore besides the movies, so me looking at this is more of just a pure gameplay aspect. It's awesome. You're cutting off heads and limbs and just going nuts. So I'm really excited to see a little bit more of it, but don't show me too much because I'm already going to buy it. So there's that. Just like, you know, a 1-minute trailer. I'm fine with that. Don't go in depth. We'll move on and we'll be done. You already got my money. Don't worry about it. Upon the rumors that have come out regarding E3, there is a rumor, or it's confirmed, I don't remember, Sucker Punch may or may not be at E3. And in case you didn't know, Sucker Punch made Infamous, Infamous 2, Infamous Second Son. I love the whole series. I played them all. They're all great in their own aspect. Kind of short-lived playtime-wise. There's no multiplayer. They had a couple of DLCs, but nothing that will really keep you playing for hours and hours and hours unless you want to 100% the actual game. So regardless of that, I'm very excited to see what Sucker Punch has, and I'm really, really hoping that it's another Infamous, because they, if you listen to the audio logs and you read some of the stuff in Second Son, they hint that there's other powers out there besides what they've shown, and they outline them specifically. I won't tell you what they are, in case there is a surprise and there is this awesome, epic, Infamous showcase. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, come on, bring it on, Sucker Punch, please. I cannot talk about this conference or this week without regarding The Last of Us Part 2. If I gave you a top 5 list of games I've ever played, and that I have played multiple times or just gotten the most out of it, The Last of Us would be in top 3, easily top 3. Oh my goodness. I played it through, I believe, 2 and 3/4 times. I just kind of, put it away for a little bit. But I love The Last of Us. So The Last of Us 2, they could put a turd on it and send it out, and I'd probably still just absolutely love it. We'll see what they have on deck for that. I don't really want to see much from it, again, because when they first announced it last year, they said that it is an early alpha. What that means is they got a lot of work to do on it. So they probably have the storyboards, and they made the trailer, and they have the atmosphere and whatnot, and they have it all figured out, but they don't have anything to show for it. So best case scenario, they show about 2 to 3 minutes gameplay. Absolute best. Middle ground, they show a little bit of a trailer, and they tease like coming winter 2018, prepare yourself. Or worst case scenario, they don't show anything. Either option, I'm perfectly fine with. They can do whatever they want. Take all the time in the world. It's going to be perfect when it comes out. I don't care. I can't wait. The last thing I'm going to talk about for my E3 hype is God of War, Norse mythology, whatever you want to call it. Because God of War is an experience. It's unlike any other game. They really brought a lot to the table with the first one. It shook the whole industry. And for God of War to come back and look even grittier, but prettier at the same time, that gets me all levels of excited and hyped. So bring it on, God of War. I expect to see you at the show. I really expect to see you at the PlayStation conference, and I expect you to blow my mind So hopefully, trailer or gameplay. I honestly think it's going to be a cinematic trailer. Though they have hyped and promised that it's going to be all in game when you let me back up. The publisher has promised that there are no cuts in the game, meaning that everything is done in the same engine as what you play, meaning cutscenes don't really exist. What they will do is they'll move the camera around the character or the space and create a scene, but there is no clear cut and action. It's all done seamlessly. So if they show something, I expect it to be a trailer. I don't expect it to be like a playable thing where somebody's talking saying, this is the year blah 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 blah, and where we find Kratos, and they make it all atmospheric. I expect it to just be a trailer, and if some gameplay happened, I wouldn't be mad about it, but I think that would be the best option. So guys, that is it for this episode. That's my thoughts on E3, my excitement, my hype. I'm going to get a pre-E3 here this Friday. I mentioned earlier that I'm going to get Dirt 4 in a couple days. So I'm going to be playing that, and I'm going to be streaming it on my Twitch, and I'll be talking about it on Twitter. So check those out, and look forward to my E3 coverage. I'm going to do a live reaction to all of them. In the same format, probably. I'm going to have my microphone, my camera, and you and me, and we're going to do some great things. So look forward to that, and I will see you in the next video.